Goodness, he's going to get that truck parked somewhere one day. He's not going to be able to get it off. All right. Heat number one. Jim Cook and Brian Mansfield will lead him down. Stephen Lindo and Anthony Prost are in the second row, and Michael Scruggs is going to round out the field in heat number one. And I think Brian Mansfield might have missed his grid up. We'll have to wait and see, but it looks like Anthony Probst is going to move up a spot, as is Michael Scruggs. Stephen Lindo there in the U-Haul truck. And you heard Anthony say this is only the second time he's driven these trucks, so this will be interesting. Probably the first time he's ever driven them on an oval. Pace truck leading him around one more time. He'll duck off as we go through 3 and 4. Pace truck is in. They're waiting for the green flag, and Jim Cook will lead them down. Green flag in the air, off into turn one, side by side, and we'll have to see if that outside line has the advantage here tonight, as Anthony's already going to the inside, doing a crossover move, going into the turn. Jim Cook way up high as Anthony drops to the inside. Anthony's going to have a little bit of an advantage. No, Jim gets the run. Jim Cook now up in the wall. Anthony Probst is making his move. Jim Cook gets down off the wall, but he brings the other two trucks back into play. Brian Mansfield now back out on the track, it looks like. And here comes Stephen Lindo to the outside of Jim Cook, starting to look there, but he's got Michael Scruggs to the inside. They're battling side by side. They get that straightened out. Anthony is just walking away from the field at this point. 1.1 second lead already. Jim Cook holding on to second place. Stephen Lindo holding on to third for the moment, but Michael Scruggs is giving him a run for his money every single lap. 4 laps left to go in heat number one. Jim Cook actually seems to be closing the gap back down, but will he have enough time? 3 laps to go, right at a second. 9/10 of a second now from second to first. Stephen Lindo currently in third. Michael Scruggs in fourth. Brian Mansfield not on the track at the moment. Anthony managing to hold on to his lead. Stephen Lindo got up on the wall briefly, and that's going to allow Michael Scruggs to get to the inside and take third. Last lap, it's going to be a battle for these two. 28 of Michael Scruggs down to the inside, trying to get a run. Can't quite get there, but Stephen Lindo gets up into the wall again. Scruggs is going to try and drift up, coming out of turn 4. It's going to be Anthony Probst at the line. Jim Cook, then Stephen Lindo gets it at the line. Michael Scruggs comes home fourth. Heat number 2. Chris Standridge and Tom the Missile land on the front row. Justin Glover and Wayne Bridges on the second row. 4-car heat this time. Everybody gets gridded up this time. Pace truck leading them down. The Missile on the outside, and Chris Ironman Standridge to the inside. Justin Glover on the inside of row number 2. Wayne Bridges to the outside of row number 2. Pace truck getting ready to drop off, coming out of turn 4. They seem to be opening up a little bit more space between them than I expected, but here we go. Green flag in the air. Tom the Missile Land gets a run on the restart up on the high side. Tom Land coming back down. He gets together with Chris. They bounce off just ever so slightly, get going. Justin Glover up to third on the high side, trying to carry some momentum around, waiting for these guys to make a mistake. He almost got it there on the first lap. Justin Glover following Tom Land around the track, trying to take any advantage he can, following that more experienced driver. Tom Land doing the crossover move now. Tom Land gets the Doug tires on the inside. Only Doug Tire Norton's allowed to hit those, Tom. You got to stop. You're the Missile. You hit other cars. Chris Standards taking advantage of the rare mistake by Tom Land. Meanwhile, third and fourth battling side by side every single lap. Justin Glover, Wayne Bridges side by side all the way around the track now. Justin carrying more momentum off that high side. Wayne getting a run down to the inside, but Justin is definitely carrying more momentum. At the line, it'll be 3 laps to go. They almost get together there. Wayne Bridges just barely edges out Justin Glover there. Meanwhile, back up front, Tom the Missile Land still trying to catch back up to the back bumper of the 22 of Chris Ironman Standridge. Just a lap and a lap to go for Chris Standridge. He has got the lead. Tom Land dives it way under the tires that time. Tom Land practically in the infield trying to get any advantage he can. It won't be enough. The 22 takes the win. Chris Standridge wins. Tom Land second. Wayne Bridges third. And Justin Glover, after a hard-fought side-by-side battle, comes home fourth. All right, lining up for the feature, we've got Anthony Probst and Chris Standridge up front, Jim Cook and Tom Land in the second row. Third row is Stephen Lindeau and Wayne Bridges. Fourth row, Michael Scruggs and Justin Glover. Brian Mansfield rounding out the field. It looks like we have a little bit of excitement there as Stephen Lindeau tried to jump the gun just a little bit there. Can Anthony Probst make it 2 in a row here tonight? Can Jim Cook get up there and get around him? Can one of these guys in the back of the field make their way to the front? Looks like Brian Mansfield did not grid again. I do not see his truck in the infield. I don't think he's going to be starting this one. So it will be an 8-truck race. Pace truck will drop off in turn 4. Anthony will lead them around. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. Here they go. Off into turn 1, side by side, all the way through the field. And looks like the Tom Land and Jim Cook leaning on each other a little bit through 1 and 2. They're about to get together again. Tom Land gets a little bit of a wiggle there, moves up the track just a hair. We've got a battle going on at the back of the pack too, as Justin Glover comes through the field, makes it 3 wide into the turn. Looks like he gets just a little bit of tap from the 214 there as they go through the turn, moves him back, but he was coming through the field rather quickly. And it's 3 wide back up front as Tom Land and Jim Cook battle. Now Jim Cook up to third, trying to chase down the 22 Chris Standridge. Anthony just trying to hold on to the lead. He's got a whole bunch of trucks trying to get around him now. Justin Glover changed his line. He's down to the inside and starting to pick up positions now. Looks like he learned a little something in that heat that he had not figured out yet. He is using that inside line, going up to the middle to carry some more momentum. Started in 8th, up to 6th, trying to get around Stephen Lindo. Chris Standridge still trying to get around the leader. Tom Land and Jim Cook still battling for 3rd and 4th. We've got battles going on all over the track. Wayne Bridges looks like he is starting to move forward now. Positions changing all over the track here. Back up front, Anthony's still in the lead. Chris Standridge still trying to find a way. Jim Cook closes right back up to the back bumper of the leaders. The missile has fallen back just a little bit. Justin Glover still battling side by side with Stephen Lindo for 5th place now. And every now and then Wayne Bridges sticking his nose in there trying to make it 3 wide. Final lap, Anthony still up in the lead. Chris Standridge in 2nd. Jim Cook back to 3rd. Justin Glover makes a heck of a move. He is now, it looks like Tom Land has crashed. Justin is going to come home if he can hold on to it in 4th. Finally works his way around Stephen Lindo. Anthony wins. Chris Standridge comes home 2nd. Jim Cook gets a 3rd place finish. Justin Glover comes home 4th. Stephen Lindo 5th. Wayne Bridges 6th. Michael Scruggs 7th. Tom the Missile Land finishes 8th. All right, 2-minute warm-up before we go into the A main. Great time to hit the share button. If that B main was anything to go on, this is going to be a heck of a race here. Heard Anthony say before, looks like Chris Standridge having a little bit of a problem there, gets up into the wall. We heard Anthony say before the heat started that he has only driven these trucks twice, but obviously his 2nd time's a charm here tonight because he dominated. And looks like Chris Standridge just decided to have a little fun during the warm-up session as he comes shooting through the infield. We'll see if Chris comes back out flying through the infield anywhere. It looks like he is staying on pit road now. All right, their warm-up is over. It's time for the main event, folks. Up front will be Anthony Prost and Chris Standridge. Jim Cook and Justin Glover will be starting up in 4th. Stephen Lindo in 5th. Wayne Bridges 6th. Michael Scruggs 7th. And Tom Land will start in 8th. Does not look like Brian Mansfield is going to make the race. And looks like the 22 he is getting an EOL probably from his finish last week, so he is going to start at the back of the field. That's going to move Justin Glover up into the 2nd starting position. So he's going to start up next to Anthony, and this is going to be a heck of a battle. Both of them have had to battle their way through the field multiple times tonight. Getting ready, pace truck will drop off coming out of turn 4. These guys are all getting very antsy. Jim Cook there in the 3rd position. Wayne Bridges to the outside. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. Glover gets a huge jump on Anthony Probst here. And they are 3 wide right behind him. It looked Tom Land just barely gets into the side of Wayne Bridges. Wayne up to the high side trying to get around Jim Cook. Anthony Probst to the lead now. Justin Glover not giving up yet. He was scored as the leader at the line, so that outside line advantage was working for him. Anthony slips up into first now. Wayne Bridges. Michael Scruggs now to pit road. Not sure what happened there. Jim Cook now up into third. He's got Wayne Bridges trying to get by on the outside, and the missile is on his way to the front as well. The 22 of Chris Standards trying to work his way back up through the field, lap 3. Up front, Jim Cook is battling for second place with Justin Glover, and he's got Stephen Lindo coming through the field now as well. While these three are battling, Anthony Probst continues to walk away from the field. Almost a 2-second lead as they're 3 wide coming off the turn. And it looked like Stephen Lindo had a problem coming through 3 and 4 that time. He was almost stopped in the middle, couldn't get a slide. Not sure what happened, but it looked like he was just about stopped as Chris Standridge comes up the middle 3 wide between Land and Bridges and is making his way up now as well. Wayne Bridges is not done with him yet though. Wayne hanging up on the outside. And Wayne and Tom Land almost got together. Looked like Tom managed to hold it down. Jim Cook now up in second securely for the moment. Justin Glover in third, battling with Stephen Lindo there to the inside, and Chris Standridge continues to work his way through the field. We're only 8 laps into this thing, and it's already getting a bit wild. Lindo and Glover leaning on each other as they come down the straightaway. Lindo down to the low side, Glover up on the high side. Lindo has a run to the inside. He is going to move up into third. Meanwhile, Chris Standridge has made his way up, back up into fifth after starting tail end of the field. Looks like Michael Scruggs may have had another issue. We'll see if we can see what happened real quick. Looks like he was trying to get off of pit road. Just looked like he stopped there briefly. Meanwhile, back alive, Anthony Probst currently still in the lead. Continues to open up that lead a little bit over Jim Cook. Stephen Lindo to third. Justin Glover in fourth. And Chris Standridge now has a battle on his hands as Tom the Missile Land is coming. Oh, Tom Land getting extremely low. We saw him in his heat getting down below the tires a couple of times, just trying to find a way around Chris Standridge. This is a normal battle. These two are always finding themselves close together on track, and it's always a great battle. Everybody getting out single file for the moment. 26 laps to go here. And Anthony Probst already starting to lap cars. He's got Michael Scruggs right in front of him. Let's take a ride along. Let's pick somebody further back. Chris Standridge. Let's ride along in Chris's truck for a lap or two. As he crosses the start-finish line, goes down into turn 1, and he's got the 25 directly in front of him. You can see his visor is already covered heavily in dirt. Slides it through the turns 3 and 4. way back up by the wall. You can see the track is starting to slick off a little there in the middle. As the 25 bounces off the wall and allows Chris Standard to close right up to the back bumper. Jim Cook now almost 2 seconds behind Anthony Probst. Anthony, like I said, only his second time in these trucks and probably his first time on a dirt oval in these trucks. And having a really good night, winning at Dover, now dominating here at Limaland. Stephen Lindo now securely in third after starting in fifth. Great run out of him. Justin Glover in fourth. Chris Standridge had to go to the tail end of the field when the race started. He started 8th. He is now up to 5th, trying to chase down the 25 truck. Can't quite get there yet. Tom the Missile Land in the 91. Caution is out. Looks like Michael Scruggs was coming through the turn. We'll see if it involved him. Looks like he glitched out briefly, but I do not see an issue there. Looking as the leader comes down and takes the caution. Not sure what brought the caution out at this point. Sounded like an engine might have blown, but it looks like everybody is currently on track, so we'll have to see here in a few minutes. First caution of the night here at Limaland. And that's going to allow everybody to close right back up. Definitely gives an advantage to a couple of guys back there in red trucks. Green flag is in the air. Here they go again. And Jim Cook now on the high side going for the lead. Anthony Probst now has a lot of guys right to his back bumper as the Missile is forcing his way up the middle there. They're 3 wide through the corner. 4 wide coming out of turn 4. 4 wide going through 1 and 2 now. The Missile drifts up. Jim Cook to the lead. Anthony Probst trying to get back up there. He is stuck up on the high side. The 25 makes it 3 wide. Anthony Probst to the high side, trying to get around back up into second. Stephen Lindo battling hard for that. Jim Cook trying to get away from these guys. He's got one chance to get away from Anthony Probst here, and he's got to take advantage of it. He seems to be opening up a little bit of a lead while they are bumping and banging all over the place right behind him. Chris Standridge can find no line through there, as he looked like he might have tapped the 25 there. Stephen Lindo down on the bottom trying to get clear of Anthony here. Can't quite get there. Anthony gets up into the wall in the middle of the straightaway. 3 wide through the turn again. "13 laps to go. Everybody's going for everything they can right now, and Jim Cook is trying to open up a lead, and Anthony right there going underneath Stephen Lindo. Can't get anything going yet. Oh, Stephen Lindo gets right up into the side of Jim Cook. Gets one heck of a run up off the turn. Stephen Lindo definitely finding something there on the bottom coming up. Jim Cook barely holding on to the lead. Lindo drops back just a little bit. Anthony is right there behind him. Justin Glover behind them. It looks like Chris Standridge now trying to battle for 4th place here. Justin Glover drifts up a little bit. He's got to shut the door on the 22. Still trying to battle his way past. Oh, and he does shut the door on the 22. The 22 does a crossover on him. They lean on each other coming through 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2, excuse me. Leaning on each other through 3 and 4 now. Jim Cook is loving this. He is starting to open up a bit of a lead. 0.8 of a second. And the 22 drifts up, shuts the door on the 25. 25 now back to the bottom. And the missile lurking right behind him. The 22 gets a heck of a run up off the turn that time. Here comes the 91 down underneath. Up front, Jim Cook still continues to lead. 7 laps to go, coming down to 6 laps to go. Stephen Lindau now has his hands full. Anthony Probst is right there. But Stephen Lindau has definitely closed the gap down 0.3, now down to 0.4 of a second. Stephen Lindau definitely faster through the middle of the corner. Anthony definitely faster coming up off the corner. Anthony pushing the car for all it is worth here. Trying to get back up there and make it 2 in a row here tonight. But Jim Cook not letting it happen. Meanwhile, back in the pack as these guys continue to battle, there's other battles going on. Justin Glover trying to get back by Tom Land. Wayne Bridges right to the back bumper of the 25 now. Back up front, Jim Cook has just a couple laps left to go. Popsicle sticks in the air as he crosses the start-finish line, but here comes Stephen Lindau right to the back bumper. Almost gets the quarter panel as they come off the turn. They're going to come down and take the white flag. If Lindau has anything, he's going to have to do something now. Anthony Probst gets a run to the high side. He's going to try and take second on the last lap. Has the advantage, gets in the wall though. Jim Cook's going to come out of turn 4 and take the win. Anthony Probst comes home second. Stephen Lindau will come home third. Chris Standridge 4th, Tom Land 5th, Justin Glover 6th, Wayne Bridges 7th, Michael Scruggs comes home 8th. What a battle they had here tonight. I am sure we will talk to Jim here in just a few moments. What a race. And the missile tried to get Jim Cook to help him celebrate and completely missed. I think his targeting software is still a little bit off. There he goes. He gets him that time. And, oh, Wayne Bridges gives him a shot and sends him up. And Jim Cook's engine is cooked. But everybody's going to keep sending him around, making sure he does not finish with any body panels on that truck. Actually, I think I see one still left. Somebody needs to go take care of that. There we go. Here comes Tom Land. He's going to get him back on and flip him over. Yeah, it looks like the roof panel's all that's left, Tom. You can take care of that easily, I'm sure. What a race. That first 10 laps and those last 10 laps were crazy. Let's see if we can talk to Anthony Probst again while we wait on the winner, Jim Cook. Hey, Anthony, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
I got you, Doug.
Hey, man. Not a second win, but a second place finish tonight. And considering the battles you had tonight, that was a great finish, man.
Yeah, those trucks are a lot of fun. The track position was key, so I knew I was in trouble once I lost the lead there on that last restart. Jim, he was running me down for a long time there, so I knew when that caution came out it was going to be tough for me. So, but I'm happy with the second place for sure. It was a ton of fun. because we were all over each other there the whole race.
Yeah, and you were side by side with the 25 on that last restart. Jim Cook definitely took advantage of that battle once the 25 drifted back just a little bit. You guys were actually 4 wide the first couple of corners after that restart.
That was definitely wild. I went to the top because I knew he'd have a big run, and he shoved me off into the corner there, and I kind of jumped the cushion. Then it was a battle from there to get back to second.
Well, congratulations, man. Great finish tonight and great win at Dover.
I appreciate it, Doug, and congrats to the 49 Jim on his dirt win tonight. That was a good race.
And Jim Cook has joined us in the booth. Congratulations, Jim. Heck of a battle.
Thanks, man.
uh, that last restart, you were not exactly having the best track position, but you guys, you were sticking it in there, making it 4 wide, and managed to make it work.
Yeah, I got a good restart. Got lucky. Nobody ran me over and found a little traction on the bottom and took off on the back stretch, and that was all she wrote.
Well, congratulations. I know that first lap had to have been a battle, and there at the end, those Stephen Lindau and Anthony both gaining on you had to be a little bit worrisome, but once they got side by side, looked like you just managed to get enough of a lead there.
Yeah, I had a great time, and it was my first United Outlaw dirt win, so I'm excited about that.
Well, definitely a huge congratulations to you then. Great race.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
All right, buddy. You too. All right, so what a great night of racing. We had Jim Cook winning on dirt, Anthony Probst winning at Dover. Don't forget to tune in Friday night, 10:40 Eastern. We will have the Tyler Daniels Racing versus Nowski Nation race. Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern, we'll be back with the BRR Cup Series. Monday night, we'll be back with the Outlaw Dirt special event, the How to Suck at iRacing 50 championship race. That is going to be interesting, and yes, I'm going to post the picture that they created for that on Facebook later. So go like, share, and subscribe on the Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I might even put it on the website. I haven't decided yet. But, yeah, great bunch of guys out here. Look forward to that. Don't forget to tune in next Tuesday for XCal, and don't forget to check out the XCal Racing website. You can pre-order now the Higgins XCal Superfan Spotter Pack. Hopefully we will be previewing that Spotter Pack for XCal during some of the streams in the next few weeks. That's going to be very, very awesome. Probably not safe for work, but very, very awesome. And if you happen to see Higgins, don't forget the hashtag Where's Higgins. Let us know that you have had a Higgins sighting. For everybody at the Outlaw United, and for everybody at the Mayhem Racing League, and for everybody here at HTSAI, thank you all for tuning in for one heck of a battle here tonight. Some great racing. Don't forget to come back during the day for live streams, and no telling what other kind of trouble we can get into. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night.